So I put it in front of me, put theirs there. We all sit down and eat. I open mine. I go,
You did not, did you?
they gave me a used Big Mac.
Welcome to Poor Boys Banter. In this one today, we're going to talk about when McDonald's meant more.
Yeah. Remember when going to McDonald's was a big deal? Nowadays, people go to McDonald's when they have nothing better to do. When they're running late from work and they need to get home and feed the kids. It's not a big deal anymore. And in fact, if you go to McDonald's now, you're almost slumming it. Hey, I'm running late today. What do we do for dinner? Oh, I don't know. Just go by McDonald's. That's what's said today. Back in the 70s, 80s, early 80s especially, we took McDonald's pretty darn seriously.
It was a big deal, man. I remember it was like maybe birthdays and you know, like you didn't even
birthday parties. Who has birthday parties at McDonald's anymore?
But I'm saying,
and
like,
if you do, you make fun of them.
Yeah, but I'm saying like eating at McDonald's, like it wasn't even like once a month, man. It might be like you got to go 4 times the whole year.
And I know if my parents took me to McDonald's, I had been a good boy.
Yeah.
And back then, you knew if you were going to go to McDonald's, it was a special treat. There were certain things that, now, as we've said before, and we will say again, our families did not have a whole lot of money. It is not because our parents didn't work hard. Lord knows they did.
I'll tell you
worked
what,
very
though,
hard.
man, like a Big Mac tastes way better than salmon patties.
and Salisbury steaks out of the package.
Oh, yeah, man.
And, when you got the Big Mac, you graduated from little boy to big boy.
That's right. We couldn't get a Big Mac and a Happy Meal, could you? No.
No, you still can't do that. But
you still buying Happy Meals?
sometimes.
Alrighty.
Sometimes I do. It depends on what the toy is.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't in a while. But, and even times where I don't, I am darn tempted. I am darn tempted sometimes. Anyway, I almost bought a Burger King Happy Meal yesterday for the new Star Wars movie.
You just went right where I was going to go. Speaking of the toys and like the Happy Meals and stuff, you remember like Burger King, man? I remember that they had an ad on like the Saturday morning cartoons for some of the stuff they were giving away. And one of them was a hockey set. And you had little hockey sticks.
I don't remember that, but
and
I
you
take
had
your word for it.
You used a penny to play. And at that time, Burger King was further away. In my parents' view, we're not driving that far for fast food, period. And I think you got it, but I never could get it.
I got the hockey?
I wanted that so bad. Yeah. You or Scotty one had it because I got to play with it, but I never had one.
I don't. So was it just a mat?
It was a mat
and two little plastic,
2 red nets and 2 red hockey
nets.
sticks, and you used a penny as the puck.
We'll have to look this up, and if we happen to find a picture of this,
it's out there. I'll find it.
We'll put it in there.
It will be in the video,
and we'll describe it and so forth for the audio folks. Oh, just as a reminder too, this is a video and audio podcast. If you're listening to this on audio, please take the time to watch the video, because we'll be adding photos and things like that in here that will make more sense if you see it visually than if we try to describe it in the audio podcast. I'm not sure why I'm having so much trouble saying audio podcast, but try to do both. Audio on the go if you're in your car, and video if you have a little bit of time. So please keep that in mind. Now, with the Happy Meals, lots of people think that the Star Trek Happy Meal in 1979 was the very first one. It wasn't. There actually was one in June of 79 that was like a circus or something like that McDonald's had. But who cares about that? Who cares? McDonald's was a clown anyway. Who cares about circuses? No. What I cared about was the 1979 Star Trek Happy Meal. It was the very first.
Is that the one that had the blue watch thing clear?
We'll talk about that here in a minute. It was the very first movie tie-in Happy Meal, and I was a big Star Trek kid. You think you were too, because of your sister, and we watched it on.
That was my sister, but
I think Channel 5 showed those on Sunday mornings, the repeats, of course. We were born in 71 after the show had aired, but we watched it a lot when we were kids.
We know it was a Tribble. We know what those are, right?
Oh, yeah, we knew what Tribbles were.
Yeah.
And And Star Trek, Star Wars had come out, blown us all away. And because of Star Wars being a success, they changed plans, Paramount did, from making a new Star Trek TV show to making Star Trek a movie. Other podcasts, other people explain that history a whole lot better than we ever would. So if you're interested in that, go find someone to talk about that. They will. However, the Star Trek Happy Meals. And keep in mind, again, this was when McDonald's was a special treat. You didn't go to McDonald's just because you were lazy, just because you're out of time, just because it was cheap. It wasn't even cheap then if you had no money.
Right.
You know, when they added the Star Trek Happy Meals, oh my God, oh Lord, oh that was the stuff right there. And yeah,
You got to rotate around, let them see all the sides.
oh yeah, there's that side. Trying to get the glare off. And yeah, this is in black and white because we do our video in black and white. So we are going to make sure that we add some photos in this too. So another reason to please watch the video if you get a chance. We're going to be adding some pictures of these as we go forward with this.
And those aren't replicas. Those are the real
These
deals.
are the real deals. These are the real things. Whoops, I'm going the wrong way. I'm going to block your face here just for a second. So there were a total of 6. The thing is, 2 of these, as you'll notice, had this, trying to get this here, had the same Enterprise. See, the same Enterprise picture. But they had different things on the sides. And the big deal was, people think if you had 5, that you had them all. You didn't. Because you had to collect the comics on the back. And, as you can see, there's one. There's the other. The comics are different, even though it's the same kind of cover there, as you can see. So there were actually 6 of these, and you got to have all 6 to get the full story. And it's basically just a very brief summary, comic summary of the movie. Oh my God, I went crazy for these. Now, these are not the ones I had when I was a kid. Those are long gone. And Lord knows I beat the crap out of those. I kept them. They have little games, little mazes. They have little crosswords on some of these. Word and pictures from space. There's one right there with Ilea, a little card from her. I played the heck out of these things until they were worthless. And this one has the notorious transporter. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. That transporter scene where the science officer gets distorted in the transporter beam. That still creeps me out when I watch it to this day. You know, the sound effects that they made for the morphing Vulcan that was beaming up to be the science officer who got distorted by the transporter being, and then that's why they brought Spock back eventually in the movie. Anyway, long tangent there. Sorry about that. Anyway, lots of, again, more mazes and so forth. Again, we'll put pictures up on the video later on. Oh my God, I love these. The crappy thing about these Happy Meals was the really shitty toys. Really crappy toys. I guess, sorry. Well, the really crappy toys. They had, well, I've got one of them. I have not gotten the rest of them just because they're really expensive and they're kind of crappy. They had this. It was a little game board. All right. And it had the little dice right there, as you can see, and the little game pieces. The little game pieces are little cardboard Enterprises. And you play the little game. And you can fold it out, and it's a nice little game board that's set. It's kind of 3D-ish when you set it down on the table. Now, they also had, and these were really crappy toys. You know, they made such wonderful toys later on for Happy Meals. But they had a secret compartment ring, and if you had these when you were a kid, you know what I'm talking about. A little plastic ring. There was a big square, and the top popped open. It was supposed to be a secret compartment. It was a big ass spray. It was large. It was that big around. And hey, what is this? You flick up. It's like a hood of a car. You flip it up. Ooh, it's a secret compartment. Look. What a piece of crap that thing was. They had like a communications bracelet, I think it was. And it was a big clear blue plastic
That's what
looking.
I remember.
Yeah. And they had little cardboard representations of different characters, and I think the Enterprise as well. They had the coolest one was a rub-on tattoo. It was, I think, of Spock. And for those of you watching, if it wasn't Spock, I'm sorry, I got it wrong. But it was, I think, of Spock and the Star Trek emblem, the triangle emblem. And they had a little gray communicator kind of a thing. They had a piece of cardboard segmented into different squares, and each square had a different person or a picture on it. And you kind of fed it through the little communicator like you're talking to that person, kind of like you fed the cap through cap guns. We'll talk about cap guns in a different episode because those are fun. Those are fun. Anyway, and these toys, they were role playing. Talk to a little communicator. Did they put a phaser in there? Hell no. They should have put a phaser in there. That would have been the coolest thing ever. But again, there were no phasers in the actual movie. Oh well. Anyway, moving on. I can't remember many other Happy Meal toys, many other Happy Meal tie-ins, because this was it, end all be all for me. I love these. And when I had some of these growing up, they were really beat up. And I came across a person that had these for sale in great condition. They'd never been unfolded. I grabbed these and I sold my old ones that were beat all to crap. It came out just about even, actually. So I love these. These are with my Star Trek collection down in my geek cave. And every now and then, I get them out and like them just because the artwork is so awesome. If you want to see this artwork close up, find it somewhere online. You can find it. It's wonderful stuff. The last thing I got that I remember from McDonald's was the Batman and Robin glasses back in, when was that? Oh Lord, I can't remember when that was. 97? No. Anyway, whenever that was. You know what? It wasn't Batman and Robin. It was Batman Forever. Batman Forever glasses. Because it had Two-Face and Riddler. I still use those glasses. Those glasses are my bourbon drinking glasses. I want to have company over. I don't get those out. Those are just for me. But
and one of the chains did. I think it was Looney Tunes glasses. I remember those. Mm-hmm. And I can't remember who it was. It was one of the.
It may have been McDonald's. I can't remember if it was. We'll look it up. If you don't know, look it up. I know Burger King had all the Star Wars glasses. Those were fantastic.
You remember the calendars from McDonald's?
McDonald's
remember
calendars.
You go get a calendar every year.
Yeah.
It was a coloring book.
Yeah, and it was kind of lame for a present though. They were kind of cool.
I liked it though, and I remember like when I would get it, I wanted to like do all 12 months like as soon as I got it, and after like month 3, you start getting tired, and quality just goes in the tank.
Yep.
And your mom or dad one, I remember, yours always seemed to look better after about 3 months in, and it's like you took yours down once a month and then colored it instead of trying to do the whole thing in 2 hours. I was like, that's pretty smart. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't try to just blow through it and get it done. Just do them once a month.
It was an OCD kicking in when you were 6 years old.
It was. It's like, I gotta get this done today.
Where's my red crayon?
Yeah.
I can't find my red crayon.
Yeah, but I remember those coming out, and I look forward to them because I like to do artistic stuff, and I had fun coloring them.
Yeah, I had an aunt and uncle, great aunt and uncle. It's going to sound like I'm complaining. I am not complaining. Please believe me, I'm not complaining. They would always get me a McDonald's calendar, but they also gave me a roll of $50. So you can't complain. That's the lamest gift ever, a calendar for McDonald's. No, it was a thing back then. Kind of like the little French fry coupons or the McDonald's gift certificates. Back then they meant something. If you got McDonald's gift certificates back in the day, it was like Willy Wonka golden ticket.
Here's how much McDonald's meant back in the day. I remember this vividly. So the first one that opened close to us,
Yeah.
it shut the whole town down. Somebody dressed up as Ronald McDonald was there, and everything just stops, comes to a halt, and there's so much traffic and so many people.
We gotta hurry up.
It was mind-boggling.
We gotta get to McDonald's. We gotta go.
If a McDonald's opened down the street today, nobody would care. It would just be an afterthought. But back then, it was an event. It was a big deal.
And the architecture of the buildings was so much better then too. Now they're basically just big boxes.
Yeah.
But back then they had the eaves. It was like the Pizza Hut restaurants. You knew it was a Pizza Hut by the way it looked. You knew it was a McDonald's restaurant by the way it looked. And you're right. The town shut down, and we gotta go to McDonald's. Ronald's gonna be there. We gotta go.
That was the first fast food that was like close to us. You remember, this was like a wooded area off of a highway, and then all of a sudden, plop, a McDonald's went in. And within 5 years after that, 17 other things showed up.
We got an Arby's. Getting an Arby's was amazing. Now if you see them fast food places, whatever. Now we're reaching kind of a resurgence of that with the talk of In-N-Out burgers coming to Tennessee and maybe opening soon nearby. Culver's opening one here nearby very soon. Some of those places like that. So some of that is kind of turning back around. Everything old is new again. That happens. But when it comes to new McDonald's, no one gives a squat anymore. No one cares. Back in the day, it was so wonderful. Going to get breakfast at McDonald's. Remember that? That was a big deal.
Egg McMuffin, baby.
That was a piece of crap. No, I always went for it.
I can even make a mean egg McMuffin from scratch, man. McDonald's eat it and go, man, yours better than mine. Yes, it is.
Ivy, stop. I'm being attacked by the dog. Ivy, get down. Did they call them pancakes, flapjacks, or hotcakes? Regardless of what they called them.
I never ate them.
If I got the whole and the sausage, I knew it was a special day if we had McDonald's breakfast. And one funny story. I forget how old I was. It was after Star Trek meals came out. But we had went to McDonald's one evening. We got to go. We didn't eat there at the restaurant. We got to go. On the way home, we were going to go by the grocery store. Food Country USA. If you lived in Southwest Virginia back in the 70s and 80s.
It might have been Food World at that time before they had to rename.
Really?
You don't remember that? They started out as Food World, and they had to rename.
What?
Shit you not.
No,
I'm right.
I think you're shitting me. Anyway, whatever grocery store it was.
That's where my shoes came from, man. They were knockoff Converse Chuck Taylors. And I remember, if it rained or something and you were on pavement, you might as well have been on ice skates because whatever the soles were made of, you would bust your ass, man.
They dissolve
They were terrible. And they were in this big, vat. I remember Mom going, go get you some shoes. Find something that fit.
Hey. We gotta get some rice and some tennis shoes.
I think I was in 5th grade before I got a real pair of quality made sneakers from Nike or something. It was 5th grade.
I'm gonna go get the malted meal. You go back and get your shoes.
It was go drop these Coke bottles. Remember when you had to take the Coke bottles back to get a credit for turning the glass back in and go get your shoes. And then whatever else I tell you, and can I play Miss Pac-Man? No.
We're known for our tangents. Sorry.
Yeah.
And we'll continue to do that. If that drives you crazy,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. But on the way back from McDonald's, we had the bag of food. I was starving. And I had graduated. I was a big boy because I got to get a Big Mac. And they went to the grocery store. It must have been before they had the arcade games in Food Country, because once they started getting arcade games in front of the registers, I would go in and beg my parents to play. So it must have been before then. So they went in. I'm out there in the car by myself. It's nighttime. I'm not scared. Anyway, they go inside. They got do a little shopping, pick up a few things. And I'm starving. So I think, my Big Mac's right there on top. And
Let me chow down.
back then, they had the styrofoam containers. Lick them up. That squeak of the styrofoam, it's stuck in my head. I can hear it right now. A little squeak. So they're inside. They won't know. So I gorge down like a third to a half of that Big Mac. And I see him coming. I see him coming. It's like, oh, my impulse, my id took over. My impulse control took over, and I ate my burger. They're going to be pissed that I ate before them and that I ate in the car. So I fold it back in there, I put it back in the bag, and don't say a word. So they get in the car, we go home. And on the way home, I'm thinking, how am I going to get out of this? What am I going to do? I've got it. So we go in, and they're putting the groceries away. I put the food out on the dining room table. I know which Big Mac container is mine. So I put it in front of me, put theirs there. We all sit down and eat. I open mine. I go,
You did not, did you?
they gave me a used Big Mac.
Did you really? Oh my gosh.
Someone ate my Big Mac. It's used. My mom said, oh my God. And I can't believe that happened. That's it. I'm going, what am I supposed to do?
Oh my gosh.
She goes over to the phone, and I'm thinking, oh no, I can't let them. I gotta tell her. I said, wait. Don't call McDonald's.
She's getting ready to call the manager and raise hell.
She was. She was going to go and get me another one. or demand the manager bring us one. I don't know when. But no. It was me. Roger. My entire name, you were always knew you were in trouble if they said your entire name. First, middle, last. Oh. And I started laughing because it was funny. They didn't laugh. Dad, being Mr. Stoic person, he just gave me a look. And Mom was, I can't believe you did that. Now, I asked her yesterday if she remembered this, because I knew we were going to be recording this. So I asked her yesterday if she remembered this story. She didn't. And I hate that because it's funny. And so, Mom, I'm not making fun of you. I promise I'm not, but that was funny.
This is the first time ever hearing this. This is hilarious.
So, the used Big Mac story. That's every now and then I think of that and get a big smile on my face.
That's awesome.
Anything else?
No, I think we've kind of covered it.
All right. Well, again, we thank you all for joining us, and we hope to see you again soon. So for right now, game over.
Game over.